Morning, guys, and it is 5:29 in the morning, and this is what you do when you love to fish and you cannot sleep. You head to the lake. I am on my way to a place I've never been. I've seen it, you can see it from the road, but I've never actually put a hook in the water at this location. Seen a lot of people there. A real good friend of mine said that he was coming through there the other afternoon and he seen them really tearing up the water, and all I could do was think, man, I got to get out there at some point. So this morning, I guess my mind just wouldn't settle, so here we go. All right, guys, I'm on my way out. I'll show you the water once we get there. All right, guys, it is just now 6 o'clock. I am here and it's still a little dark, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I'm going to leave my headlamp on. My flashlight's going to go back in my pocket. As you see, I got all my gear here just to be safe, to stay away from any kind of snakes or anything, which I'm going to look real close before I go down near the water. Always want to be safe, guys. Number one, be safe. I'm actually going to throw my large whopper plopper just because there's absolutely no sight out here, and maybe I can get some sort of sweet blow up. I see boats already on the water this morning. Wow. Maybe I can get some kind of sweet blow up, not see it, and just kind of snag one before daylight. That'd be actually pretty cool. I got an overcast sky, but normally we'd have at least some light out here today. Anyway, I will get back with y'all guys if I catch a fish, or daylight, whatever comes first. So the buzz got pretty bad out here. So I went to red light, which is low light. They're not attracted to that from what I can tell. But there's a lot of cars going by here, so I can't hear a whole lot other than cars. I stopped a moment to switch baits. I was going to go all topwater today. I got 4 poles set up, and while it was a little darker, I wanted to go ahead and get that done, so that way when it gets brighter out here, then and I can see what's around me, because this is the first time I've ever fished this. I look up and the water is literally boiling. And here I am in mid-process of tying on lures and stuff, so I couldn't get anything out there, but they're steadily still hitting the water. Hopefully I'll have something on the hook, and I'll flip my light back on and maybe we can see it. But as you can see behind me, it's a little overcasted, and it is actually starting to brighten up a hair. All right, we'll be back with you shortly. Well, as you can see, it's daylight now, but we are actually starting to get a little rain or a little drizzle. Fish are hitting the water. I wanted to film this. I don't look like it's going to last long. I'm going to hang around for just a minute. If I have to, I'll break for cover. Hopefully when the sun comes up, we'll be able to actually get some live footage, some actual fishing here if it'll go ahead and dry up for us. It's supposed to be overcasted, not. Fishing slow, then you should always take the time to work on some of your casting. It may cost you a a bite or two, or it may even cost you a fish. But you need to get your techniques down. If you don't, then you're going to lose even more possibilities of catching fish. Now, we'll do a little more fishing. Getting a little bit of a breeze, so I want to go ahead and do a little more topwater fishing. I might even grab my my new LT live swim bait looking to get back with y'all in just a minute. Alright guys, looks like the water may be clear enough to actually finally give you a view of this thing swimming through the water. Let's see if I can get a better one. So that's actually how that thing swims. I wish I had a little deeper water here so I could just swim it beside me, but as y'all can see, it really swims through the water really good. All right, this morning the dock didn't look very safe, but now that it's daylight, it looks and actually smells new. So I can actually smell the new board, or the way that it smells when you just buy them. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give it a shot out here to get a little deeper water tonight. This morning actually, and maybe I get us a fish on the hook. You never know. That right there is Roanoke Road. Never give up, because eventually you will have a great day, and that's what I'm gunning for, is that amazing catch, that amazing personal best. That's what we all strive for. And my channel's not only going to be fishing, guys. I like to make things. I like to find cheap things. And look, they're starting to hit over there. Look at that. I like to make things. I love to fish though. I love being at the water. I love being around the water. It's just one of my, what do they call it? My happy place. It's just my happy place. It's actually fairly nice this morning. It's a little muggy because the humidity's high, but that's what it is here in Georgia. Hey guys, take the time to hook your rods back up. I just spent 5 minutes untangling because I grabbed my stuff and took off when I seen some fish biting in my casting range, and I missed them just because I didn't take an extra second to put the hook on the eye, or anywhere for that matter. So hey guys, I love making these videos. My first two, I just absolutely enjoy it. Do me a favor, keep me supported, help me get there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, thumbs up for me here on the video, and share my link so we can these young guys out here fishing and not forget the art. Now back to fishing. You see them out there? See them? I mean, they are out there, but they are so far out of reach that there's no reason for me to even attempt to re-rig a bait on that they'll bite. But anyway, I'm getting called up. I got to go, guys. Well guys, mistake made. I had somebody up on the hill whistling at me, screaming at me, and waving me up. So uh-oh, we'll see what happens. All right guys, back at the truck. There's obviously something underneath my windshield. It looks like it's only a letter though, no ticket. Yeah. Okay, it's just a letter, guys. We're good. All right, well, after getting called back and everything, I'm actually going to leave. Hey guys, number one, make sure you're wearing your seatbelt when you're on the main road, and you shouldn't actually be making a video while you're driving, but I'm not looking at the video camera. I'm gonna actually be talking to you while I'm driving. You always need to know the rules and regulations. If there's caution tape up, you know, that always tells me there's need for caution and to proceed, but proceed with caution. I seen no signs today stating that the area was closed or any of that. I should have come back to that location right there. Man, that's where I caught my 3-pounder the other day. We'll try that another day. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I've done, because I try to make sure the same way I did with fishing with live bait. I call and I ask, and if it's not marked closed or no public access, but you know, sometimes there's no reason for making any extra trouble. I don't believe in, if he asked me to leave, I'm gonna leave, not because I like it and not because it was right, but because he asked me to. Even though all he did was whistled and waved, and left a note on my windshield instead of waiting there and talking to me, which I don't know who the guy was. I couldn't see him. He was so far away. He just whistled and yanked his arm 4 or 5 times. And you might see that part in some of the video, but just remember, sometimes you can follow all the rules and still get in trouble. But that is it for me today. Guys, have fun. Find a great place to go. Find you a private lake if possible, so you can, it didn't matter the size, catch a lot of fish some days. And you know what? As always, keep your hooks wet and have fun. All right, guys, I'm here. It says private property, no fishing, but I've actually got permission to get in here. I can't disclose the location at the moment. The person didn't actually want me to share, but we normally come here and catch a couple of small fish regardless. So we're about to get started. Hopefully I can get you some footage of us snagging a couple of these little dinks out of this pond here. The sun's starting off today with a little torpedo, a little spinner on the back, a little micro torpedo, because they're, like I said, these fish down here are small. I was going to start casting. Oh wow, they're already hitting the top of the water at the edge. I'm going to ease down past him just a minute, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to throw yet.
That was a good one.
All right.
Well, it's a dink, but that was a good.
Well, he looks like he pulled a little dink out of here finally. We been fishing for about 45 minutes now, but he grabbed him on a Senko.
Wacky
Rigged it out in the middle out there for whatever reason, but hey, that's one at least. Now we can say we didn't get skunked, and I can finish the video. Hey guys, remember, subscribe to my channel. Your support is great, and as always, keep the hooks wet and have fun.